Well, good day everybody. What's going on today? The Jeep's going to be coming in the garage pretty soon. It's going to be in here long term, so I need to take these ballasts out of these lights before winter time. Just wiring them up as per instructions. Gonna put them back in, see what happens. Alright, I guess we'll see if they'll blow up or not. Oh, she lit right up. Oh, nice. 6 ballasts. Those 3 are changed out. No more light flickering. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but it was super nice out. And all of a sudden the weather just got insanely brutal. Maybe this rain will help stop the forest fires. Should have been getting bad out. Holy mother of shitbags. Forest fire smoke is bad this morning. Current air quality right now is 10, high risk. The asthma puffer's been going pretty hard today. First time in well over a year that I've ever had to actually use one. Air quality, like I showed you just a few seconds ago, has been at a 10. I've been in the house all day, coughing up a storm. It's still crazy smoky outside. I don't even know when it's gonna end. It just keeps getting worse day by day. Like, that's the sun. You should never be able to stare directly at the sun. That's how much smoke there is. Man, I just want to tear into this thing so bad. Not quite yet, so I've done some research on that adapter plate. That's a first gen adapter plate. For I get from the numbers, for a get rag transmission, which is probably no good to me. I'm thinking of going with an adapter plate off a second gen Cummins, which will give me the option of an NV4500 or an automatic transmission. These videos are like a couple months behind, so I don't know what you guys said in the other video on the route I should go, but I'm gonna have to make some more current videos to mix in with the old ones as this job progresses. I'm definitely getting pretty excited to get started on that project. I had a whole bunch of things planned for this week, and things didn't happen as they should. And that's what I'm gonna say. Like, if you had previous surgery, or if there's something bothering you, you know, don't hesitate to go to the doctor, even if it doesn't seem like it's something major, because I had surgery a couple years ago. If you guys been a long time viewer, you guys would remember that my recovery was really long, and behind the scar tissue earlier in the week it started getting sore, and I didn't really pay too much attention to it because the scar tissue over time has gotten sore for a few days, and then, you know, it got better, but just kept getting worse and worse. And then a couple of nights later, I had this intense fever where I was super hot and sweating my bag off, and then super cold, and I just couldn't shake it. And then finally I was getting up to go to work, and then boom, the infection came to the surface and burst, and there's blood and pus all over. So had to take myself to ER, and I was in ER for 6 hours. So last few days I've just been kind of taking it easy. But you can see the bruising on my arm from being poked with IV. Same with that arm too. Probably going to have surgery again. I don't know when that's gonna happen. They told me that recovery time is gonna be a couple weeks, but of course, you know, what they think and what they find once they get in there are two different things. So I'm hoping that if I do have to have surgery, well, I'm saying if, but they're gonna have to, recovery time's not gonna take that long, because that last time was a frickin' brutal mess. But what we need to focus on is getting the Jeep inside so we can work on it. So I need to make room for this engine somewhere where it's kind of gonna be out of the way. I love that ladder. It's so awesome. And then see from there. Yeah, those injector seats will definitely need to be cleaned out or replaced. Looks like they just thread in there. Just want to So I wonder if I can, if it's small enough that I could. Why am I not seeing anything? See the top of the piston on that one. I just want to put one of these valve covers off, have a look. Ding. I'll pull the one off beside it too, just because I'm curious. Like a kid in a candy store. Yeah. There we are. She looks very clean. We're definitely gonna have to go over this before we attempt to even start it. He rebuilt the turbo. Just want to have a look at the compressor. Yeah, that definitely looks brand new to me. Turbine's nice and tight. No play on that side. Side here. This side here, he did some fancy powder coating. Looks alright. Turbine looks pretty decent on this end as well. See how well this thing rolls into its new temporary home for the time being. At least it's on skates so I can push it around for now. Eventually we're going to put it on the engine stand when that project comes about. So the injectors are another story right here. 3 out of the 4 injectors kind of look like this, where, you know, needle's still there. And we got this one here. It looks like she was ready to blow up. I'm not sure what the story is, but we might take it apart. Put that bad boy in the vise. Took a little bit. Got it to burst. Oops. So I got the injector part right here. Get this needle part out. Definitely not going to see, but on the end of that nozzle there's really fine tips. So the oil pressure must shoot down through this top hole here, go through the top hole there, go down. I'm going to assume it pushes this needle up, which I'm going to say seats in there and allows it to spray. Now for whatever reason, this cup almost came off, and probably was giving it some missing issues, as you can see right there, which is lucky, because if that would have fell off, probably would have destroyed the engine. Nope, that's wrong. It's 100% wrong. I just figured it out. There's no oil line connected to this. I had to think about that for a second. I had to come to the pump. Injection from the fuel line comes from the top, and then this rail that goes across goes to the back down to here, and that's your fuel return. So I have it all wrong. So fuel shoots down the top. Fuel most likely shoots through that hole. Pressure lifts the spring, pumps fuel in, spring closes, return goes through that hole. That's it. I think that's it now. Got the Jeep in the garage. Now the fun begins. I'm playing around with a new scanner I got. It's an affordable, not really gonna say it's a bi-directional scanner, but it definitely shows some more info. And the Jeep I got's a 2003, so I mean there's no real modules or anything in there to test, right? But there's lots of info on there. If I get working on this, I gotta take the head off. I'm probably just going to pull the lifters out too, put all new lifters in it, because it's definitely got the 4-liter rattle now. Like I said before, one of the first things we're going to do before wintertime is take care of the rust, and I mean that's already going to be a hole, so I'm going to cut this section out and redo it. Plus I want to reinforce back there and actually bolt that bumper up. Fix the paint up a little bit. There's some like rust spots on the rockers here, so I mean that's gonna be busting through pretty quick. I'm gonna end the video here with the Jeep back in the garage. No motherfucking beer time because of the circumstances, but soon we'll be back drinking some beers. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video.